Okay, so I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now. Cause what Jimin just pulled off, quietly, no announcement, no press release, no hype, is the kind of thing that makes you remember exactly why this man has one of the most devoted fan bases on the entire planet. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say the internet went absolutely feral over this. Let me set the scene for you. It's mid-2026. BTS just came back from one of the most anticipated returns in K-pop history with their Arirang World Tour. The whole group is finally back together after military service, after years of solo projects, after what felt like an eternity. Pressure on every single member is insane right now. Every move they make is under a microscope. Fans are emotional. Critics are watching. The whole world is paying attention. And in the middle of all this chaos, all this noise, all this expectation, Jimin does something that nobody saw coming. He donates 100 million Korean won. Quietly. No cameras. No ceremony. No announcement. His dad literally had to call the office on his behalf to arrange the whole thing. Jimin didn't want anyone to know. The scholarship went directly to underprivileged students in Jeonbuk, South Korea. Kids studying in difficult environments who needed access to education. And get this, the donation was made on September 18th, but it didn't come out until days later when local Korean media broke the story. By that point, Jimin was already deep into tour prep. He wasn't sitting around waiting for applause. He just did it. And moved on. When the news finally hit social media, ARMY absolutely lost their minds. And honestly, rightfully so. Because here's what makes this even more insane. This isn't a one-time thing. This man has been quietly donating 100 million won to different education offices across South Korea since 2019. Busan, Jeonnam, Gangwon, Cheongbuk, Jeonnam, and now Jeonbuk. Every single time, no ceremony at his request. No photo op. No PR team crafting a statement about how generous he is. Just the money, the cause, and silence. He doesn't want the credit. That's the part that gets people. In an industry where image is literally everything, where every good deed gets a press release and a carefully angled Instagram post, Jimin keeps doing this behind closed doors like it's just normal. Like it's just what you do. Fans started trending him worldwide within hours of the story breaking. Park Jimin was lighting up X, formerly Twitter, across multiple countries at the same time. People were posting screenshots of the original Korean article, translating it in real time, breaking it down thread by thread. Some people cried on camera. Some people made compilation videos of every single donation he's ever made. One fan account did the math and calculated that Jimin has quietly given away the equivalent of hundreds of thousands of US dollars to students across Korea over the years, and that's just what's been confirmed. But then, and this is where it gets even more chaotic, the story collided with everything else that was already happening around Jimin at the exact same time. Cause right around this same period, Jimin had also gone viral for something completely different and genuinely hilarious. A YouTube clip surfaced of him appearing as a ballroom dance instructor on a comedy channel alongside comedian Lee Soo-ji. And I need you to understand how unexpected this content was. Like, this is not a normal thing for a global pop star to do mid-comeback. You've got BTS doing stadium tours. You've got Jimin on the Dior runway as a global ambassador. You've got him breaking streaming records left and right. And then out of nowhere, this man is on a random YouTube channel trying to teach basic ballroom steps, and the comedian he's working with just straight up lifts him in a full princess carry with zero warning. Jimin's face in that moment became a meme within hours. He didn't fight it. He went with the bit. And then when he tried to return the gesture and carry her himself, the size difference made the whole thing spiral into complete slapstick territory, and the crew had to intervene. Clip got millions of views almost overnight. People were losing it. Comments like, "Who authorized this?" and "I can't believe this is real content," and "Why is BTS working this hard again?" were everywhere. It had this insane energy of, this man is simultaneously one of the most untouchable pop stars on earth, and he will let a comedian fling him around on a YouTube channel for content. That duality is genuinely unhinged and people love him for it. And then, because apparently one viral moment per week wasn't enough, Jimin posted gym photos with V-mirror selfies in workout gear. Classic. Low-key. And then right next to those photos he posted a picture of a scale. 59.7 kilograms. His current weight just casually thrown out there for the internet to react to. And react they did. 59.7 started trending. People were writing paragraphs about it. Some fans were worried, some fans were just screaming, some people were turning it into fan art. It became a whole moment in the span of like 45 minutes. Now all of this, the donation, the dance video, the gym photos, the weight reveal, happened basically within the same short window of time. And the cumulative effect on social media was genuinely unlike anything we'd seen in a while. Every few hours there was a new reason for Jimin to be trending. Every corner of K-pop Twitter and YouTube was talking about him from completely different angles simultaneously. You had fan accounts posting tearful videos about the scholarship. You had stan accounts screenshotting the gym selfies. You had people tagging their friends in the Princess Carrie clip. It was layered chaos in the best possible way. But what really made the internet explode wasn't just any single one of these things. It was the contrast. The same week that Jimin was quietly handing over 100 million won to students who would never even know his name, he was also getting Princess carried on a YouTube channel and posting his weight on Instagram like a regular person. There's something genuinely disarming about that. It doesn't fit the mold of how we expect a superstar to behave. There's no calculated brand strategy at work. It just feels like a real person doing real things, some of them deeply generous, some of them deeply chaotic, and all of them somehow completely authentic. And in 2026, after years of manufactured content and overproduced celebrity moments and parasocial relationships built on carefully crafted narratives, that kind of authenticity hits differently. People are hungry for it. They want to see someone who donates 100 million won and doesn't post about it. They want to see someone with a Dior deal who also gets thrown around on a comedy show. They want someone who posts their weight on a scale and just lets the internet be weird about it without trying to spin it. Jimin has somehow become the person who can hold all of those contradictions at once and make it look effortless. The Airrang tour continued on through the US with fans losing their minds at every venue. There were moments that went viral from the concerts, debate moments, wild fan cam footage, the usual tornado of opinions that follows a BTS tour. People argued about vocals. People argued about set lists. People argued about everything because that's what the internet does. But underneath all of that noise, the story that kept resurfacing was the scholarship. The one he didn't want anyone to know about. The one his dad arranged on his behalf. The one with no ceremony. That's the one people kept coming back to. 'Cause you can disagree about a lot of things when it comes to Jimin. You can have opinions about his performances, about his music, about whatever clip went viral that week. But it's genuinely hard to argue with someone who's been donating to kids' education across his home country for 7 years straight, and actively trying to hide it every single time. The internet didn't explode because Jimin did something flashy. It exploded because he did something quiet, and the quiet hit louder than anything else going on. And honestly, that says everything. Asterisk, if you made it this far, you already know what to do. Drop a comment below about which part got you the most. Was it the donation? Princess Carrie? The 59.7? Because I need to know I'm not the only one spiraling over this asterisk.